International.
All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream for Friday. Let's go ahead and start opening this. Good. All right, we'll hit refresh. Hey, Mr. Fat Pat, how's it going? Rain Brian, Alex, Jared, Ivan, Andy Man, how's it going, guys? All right, let's see if we can get this to work. Oh, wow, this has not been working for a little while. That's not good. We have an issue where when it's time to update the stream, hold on, let me go ahead and close this. I'm having a trouble with the YouTube. What if I need to like reset my browser or something? Will it work this time? Let's see if it works this time. Oh, we're getting close to 99.2, man. Wow, it's not working. Oh, man. I tell you what, let's try searching for TheCardconomist. Let's see. I think we had to do this last time. Yeah, it's not letting me update my own videos. So weird. I wonder why that is. All right, let's go to edit video. Haha, okay, we found it. Good. I like this song. I don't know what it is. I almost wish I could play it faster. Here, let's see what it would sound like if it was faster. I like songs like this, songs that almost sound like a clock. Now it's good. Oh, this is even better. I feel like a lot of music is way too slow. I like it when the music's fast and sounds like a clock. All right, so we're going to say Hot Friday Slabs. And then let's also say showing, off my Star Wars sketch cards. And then we're going to say live card shop. Let's hear it. Wow, doesn't that sound good? Man, that's a cool song. It sounds so much better when it's actually running really quickly. All right, I'll slow it back down though. You know why? Because it's only a 4-minute long song, and if you speed it up, it's going to last for 2 minutes or something. All right. Copyright. Apparently not. I've ran this song a lot, and it does not trigger the copyright. What's this song from? Does anyone know? I don't recognize it. I don't know what it's from, but that is not triggering copyright on this channel. We've ran it a lot. Mister, it's a popcorn song. I don't know what that is. You guys are in the know, and I'm not. I have no clue what that is. Mister, why is Celebrations going off? Well, I mean, we're approaching the 30th year anniversary, so I think it makes sense. It reminds everybody of the 25th anniversary when the Pokemon card hobby was kind of exploding at that time period as well. Turn this down a little bit. We had a stray cat sneak into the shipping and receiving, and now it's in my home. Ah, that's so cute. We experienced that this year. It was kind of a fun experience until the kitty had to go. Check out these beautiful sketch cards. They were not cheap. I actually would pay a ton of money for these. So Star Wars sketch cards have been pushed up in price, maybe in part by me. I started buying up the Star Wars sketch cards at one point. I sold them all. They all sold. So sketch cards have been popular. Unfortunately, there's none left. They're all really expensive. The ones on the market are all expensive now. We are. These will be sent out to grade. We think it was part of the homeless camp that got disrupted. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, a disrupted homeless camp. Wow, this looks really clean. It's got a bad corner, though. Okay. Some nice Star Wars. And then we've got this one as well. Does it say when it's from? Last pack box I bought. Whip, yo, big fan. Congrats. Okay. She's cute. Who's cute? Speaking of cute, look at this guy. Ooh, now there's a cutie. All right, so remember, we graded that assassin droid, and he actually graded 10, and it was, like, really shocking. I didn't know sketch cards could ever grade 10. I thought that was an impossibility. Well, I was just searching around, and I found this one, This Emperor Palpatine graded pristine 10. How wild. And it looks insane too, by the way. That was hand-drawn. Like, dang, dude, that's creepy as hell. The Emperor is such a cool figure in Star Wars. You know, he's really an important figure because I've said this before, when it comes to storytelling, if you want to tell a good story, it's not enough to write a good guy. You have to write a really interesting bad guy as well. And the Emperor is like this creepy old man, and he's driven by his greed and his desire for power. You know, all of the worst human traits, right? And, you know, he looks sickly, and yeah, he just sort of represents exactly, you know, the worst parts of humanity. And so he's such a good bad guy. It's an iconic bad guy. And without him, Star Wars would not be as good. That's why when Disney made the prequels, they kind of sucked because they didn't have the Emperor. And then in the third part of the prequels, or whatever they're called, the, not prequels, are they called the prequels? Sequels? In the third part of the sequels, they bring him back because they have no better idea than the Emperor. Disney didn't know what to do. They just brought back the same old actor and the same old bad guy, sort of destroying that story from back then. And so that was too bad. We are. All right, because the story was that Anakin fulfills the prophecy and defeats the Emperor. So they got rid of that really well-written story by bringing him back like dummies because they just didn't have any better ideas. Their ideas were basically just to give cameos to the older actors. That was it. That was their idea. Just bring him back. Everyone will be so happy to see him again. So, yeah, I thought that was really weak. You are? They made Snoke. Remember Snoke? He was a terrible bad guy. And Kylo Ren, same deal. Crybaby Ren. He was terrible. Terrible, terrible bad guy. Vader was actually iconic. So was the Emperor. You are? So that shows you how important a bad guy is to a story. It's very important to write a good bad guy. There we go. How much was that card? I can look it up. I don't remember. I'm probably just going to keep it. But see how it's in the pristine CGC holder? That has to undergo the upgrade. We're going to upgrade it to the new holder. So these are going to be sent off to PSA for grading. When these come back, they'll be for sale. I won't hoard them, I promise. I'm not a Star Wars hoarder. I hoard Pokemon cards, but not Star Wars. But I still appreciate them. I think these are, like, this is the AT-AT, and this is the AT-ST, right? See, I'm a nerd. I know this stuff. And this is like the Gronk droid or something like that. These are all excellent. Yeah, I know that stuff. When I was a kid, I had the Lego Technic set for the AT-AT. I loved it. Here's a nice little first edition Geodude from Neo Rev. Cool. And yeah, these two will be sent off along with my big pile of... I've got a whole bunch of blue label CGCs to do an upgrade on. Got a bunch. Unfortunately, the cost to upgrade them went up, so maybe I'm a little less interested in it now. Oh, I'm going to get a little gift for our friend, Mr. We are Brett Love. Oh no, what's going on here? Oh, is this going to be dry? It's dry. So this marker didn't close last night. It was stuck open. All right. It was stuck. I got to go get a fresh marker. I'll be right back, guys. We get the Topps Chrome SpongeBob anytime soon to have a sketch signature. I could. SpongeBob's been a mixed product. All right, fresh market time. So our friend Brett gets some free live custies because he's so nice. He can use them anytime he wants. There we go, as long as he puts like a penny message in or something for them. All right, there we go. We get the Topps SpongeBob soon. Don't do the upgrade. What's wrong with the upgrade? I like the upgrade. I like the new label. I have a whole bunch of these pristine 10s. Not just pristines, but the 9.5s as well. All right. Set that, I guess right here. We'll set it here for the moment. Okay. Did someone say that the popcorn song was like super copyrighted or something? What's it from? Does anyone know what that's from? Here's a Mantine. Ooh. Wow, that's a really cute card. Oh my gosh. This is what, from Neo Destiny? That is so cute. Hitmonlee, that's a Neo Destiny. Oh, he's an uncommon. That's cool. Here's Quillfish. Love Quillfish. Here is a Ghastly. The reason I have an interest in these commons from the Neo era is because they're probably just as hard to grade as anything. But, you know, it's just so expensive to open up Neo now. I mean, yeah, even more so expensive than like Fossil or Jungle or Rocket. I mean, you can open those. But these are like shockingly expensive to open. So I thought, let's go grab some of those. Did you hear Xbox's dumb decision? Yeah, didn't they like raise their price to like $30 a month? I got to cancel mine. They used to be, I thought it used to be like 10 or 11 bucks or something like that. 30 bucks. Triple? They want triple the price? Nah, bruh. What is that? 30 times 12. That's like $360 a year to play like 1 or 2 games. I'm out. I'm definitely out. I'm just... Xbox does this all the time. It's too bad. It's actually just poor business. I guess that's how business goes. They should have made smarter choices. I don't know. Here's a Radiant Charizard. That's to replace the one that we have breaking right now. And by the way, this made progress. Did you guys see this? So this one's at 4 out of 8. See? 4 out of 8. And he's halfway done. And he's just a really beautiful card. All right. Does it come with the Xbox red rings? Yeah, I remember those red rings. Yep. All right. No, they're in trouble. I think they're clearly greedy. You know, if it's a subscription mode service, you got to get the money's worth out. So the only people who are still going to pay $30 a month would be people who are like heavy users of it. So like they're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games at a time. And maybe that's what was happening. Maybe that's what a lot of normies don't get. Maybe the only people who are really using Xbox Live Game Pass were people who were playing every single game. You know, like they were coming in, like financially, maybe for them it made sense because they would actually use it. You know, they would go and download 5 games, play 5 games. And so Xbox said, well, those guys are going to stick around if we raise the price to 30. They're not going anywhere because it's still a better price for them to use it than for, than to go out and have to buy all. Like, let's say there's a guy out there, he plays 2 to 3 games a month. And games these days are 60 bucks. Well, it's still a better value for a guy like that to use Game Pass than to get rid of it, than to have to go and buy those games individually. So maybe they're just redefining it. They're saying, we don't want everybody on Game Pass. We just want the heavy users and nobody else. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. I liked it. I liked Game Pass. Game Pass was one of the good things about Xbox. You could get Game Pass and play like a new cool game would come out, and what do you know? It's on Game Pass. So I was like, hey, this is pretty convenient. All right. So, yeah, I would say that Game Pass was one of the nicest things about Xbox, and they just kind of turned it into a heavy user service only for people who actually play a couple games per month. Anyone else is better off just going and buying the game for 60 bucks. But see, that's going to annoy people because they used to be able to play that game for 15 bucks or 10 or whatever it was. Mario Kart Double Dash music is fire. South Park should bring back the console wars. Man, they should bring back something. Poor South Park. They're trapped in just making like Donald Trump content, and they don't make South Park content anymore. It's just Donald Trump content now. Okay, you ready? I can just go watch the news if I wanted to watch nothing but politics, bro. So we're going to go ahead and delete this. Good, good, good. We have an order. Ivan Rodriguez. Evaluation Zard Pack. Evaluation. Oh, my God. Put this over here. That's Tammy's stuff. All right. We were saving this to the side for Mr. Ivan. And now he's got it. Ta-da! There you go, Ivan. Okay. Ivan Rodriguez. Good. We'll grab a baggie. Okay. Oops. Ta-da! I'm still playing the same game. There we go. Where can we put this? Okay, I guess we'll put it right there. So that is sold. How nice. Now we have an order. William Wafter, 8 Korean White Flare. We're running low on that. We're running real low on that. I think I'm going to restock it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ta-da! All right. What do you guys think if I brought Thai language Pokemon cards to the menu? Would you guys like that? Thai language Pokemon? I'm talking to a guy who has access to that market. He has access to it. He's not a distributor himself, but he is in Thailand. He speaks English. And I'm telling him, you know, that we can get him set up sending Thai language cards to us. Would you guys be interested in Thai language cards? What do you guys think about them? Would they be cheap? Interestingly, not as cheap as the Korean cards. Thai language is not super cheap. It looks very different than all the other languages, but it's not the cheapest one. No. But it's a novelty. You know, there was a real reason to get into the Korean cards. The Korean cards had this monopoly on being the cheapest product. So, like, just if you want the cheapest Pokemon, it's these Korean cards. So that's what really sold the Korean cards. The Chinese cards are more like they've got exclusive products in them. So that's what's cool about the Chinese products. And then after the Chinese products, you end up with the Japanese products. Those sell themselves because they're the closest to the creator of the actual product, right? Like it's originally made in Japan. And that's how it looks. But for Thai language, the only reason really to open Thai is because you maybe you're Thai yourself or you like the language. If you look at it, it's got this really cool alphabet. And so it looks very different from anything else. Here we are, Lipard. I think I'd be interested. Yeah, it's just interesting to look at. That's it. It quite literally looks interesting. Mr. William. Very nice. All right, William. Ta-da! So, William, nothing crazy popping out of there. You do pick up these 2 ARs, Swaddle and Zebra Striker. I think that's his name. Hey, what's up, Ivan? You got that booster pack. Here it is, Ivan. So there it is. You got your little Charizard. That's yours. And then this is William's. All right, there we go. Last night was no good. We were late. We were late last night, but it truly wasn't my fault. Nothing was going on with me. Spectrum took our internet down till like 3 a.m. in the morning. Actually, yesterday, Karis told me when I woke up that Spectrum was going to be down till 3 p.m. And then she realized, oh, they weren't talking about 3 p.m. They were talking about 3 a.m. Oops. So, yeah, there was no internet for a while, and they do it at night, you know, because that's when they interrupt the fewest people, but it interrupts us. Of all people, it interrupts us. But it is back up, and it is working fine. Mark Valerian, 10 packs of Pokemon Korean Lost Abyss. Oh, yeah, we like the Korean cards. Again, Korean cards are awesome because you get to open more booster packs. By the way, don't forget, guys, we've got this beautiful... Here's a couple things, guys. So I upgraded this break. This is now the Wario-Luigi break. So you get both of these bad guys. It's very funny. And it's a 41 and 2. So we actually lowered the price as well. They're supposed to be $60 a piece, according to the internet. But we made them 40. So it's a 41 and 2. I think it's a very funny break. Here's another one of these Nintendo wax packs. We sold 3 of these yesterday. Very popular. And then you can get into half a box of Kaiju, and try to pull the whole box. If you jump into any of these breaks, I will heavily advertise it so that, you know, we get it done soon enough. Somebody might join you. Maybe not, but it's probably that somebody will join you. So for the Lost Abyss, I don't happen to have some right behind me, do I? Be convenient. Is this Lost Abyss? Nope. That's Starburst. What is this? This is Japanese Pokemon White. What the hell? And what is this? This is also Japanese Pokemon White. See, this is exactly what happens to me. I can't find a box, and then a second box gets open. That's so stupid of me. You have no idea how much stuff is over here, guys. It's really out of control. Here are some leftover Japanese black packs. We never sold through them 100%. So where can I put these now that I know what they are? These were buried. I couldn't even do that before. They were buried. I'll put them right here. This seems like a good spot. All right, good. Now, I'll go get the Lost Abyss. If you care at all about the future of Tron, you will go support Ares in theater. Nah, Disney's going to be like, oh, these guys don't even like Tron. Nobody likes Tron. Oh, I guess nobody likes Tron. That's what's going to happen. Just like Star Wars. They ruin one brand and they're going to ruin the next brand. All right. All right, here I am. Whew. Put it. Mr. Mark. Tossing that over there. Disney is going to make Tron woke. I don't know. You know, it's funny. I should just be saying, oh, stop it. But it's like, I actually don't trust Disney. I just don't. I don't trust them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Very nice. The menu says Japanese black, sold out. It is sold out, but I guess there's a couple packs left. Just a handful of packs. I think they're supposed to be like $6 a pack or something, right? This? Do you have Top SpongeBob? Oh, you're the second person who has asked. I will order some Top SpongeBob. I had the option to order it already. The thing is, every time I have SpongeBob, it does not sell very well. That is the problem. Every time I've had SpongeBob on the menu, it has sold kind of okay. So we could get like a box of it or two and just gauge the interest from there. The Topps company puts out some really great product. That's why we like Topps Pokemon, for example, because the Topps company just puts out great product over and over and over. So I have no doubt that they've probably made a cool set, but the SpongeBob brand does not sell very quickly. It's a slow seller. Scares me a little bit. Here's Meowth. That's Galarian Berserker. There's Pidgeot. Is that Pidgeot? I think that's Pidgeot. Here's the Iceberg Pony. Calyrex or something like that. I don't remember the name. And a cold one. All right, Mark. Nothing crazy happening in that round. Nothing crazy in that round. Did you see the news? Goku got arrested at a buffet and SpongeBob was in a car chase. It was on TikTok, so it must be real. Do you have One Piece PRB2? Yes, I believe we do have that. Let me check the menu real fast. As you know, the menu's in the description of the live stream. So you just go there and scroll down. So if you scroll down, we have Japanese PRB2, $6.5 a pack. Now, are you talking about the English version? We are. All right. Good. Kaka! Japanese, not English. Yeah, we don't have the English one. I have not been really buying too much of the English One Piece because it really doesn't sell as well as the Japanese. A lot of people love opening the Japanese version because it's cheaper and because they're really just chasing the manga. And, you know, the English one is playable, but that means that the packs cost way more. And so you just have to pay more to chase after the manga in English. So it's kind of difficult. English, yeah, okay, no English. For collection, Japanese is better. Yeah, I think that's basically what we've learned through experience is that it's easier to collect in Japanese. I mean, it's just so much cheaper. Here we are. All right, Mr. Mark, thank you so much, man. I play and collect, so I need the English. Oh. I mean, I'm not opposed to putting English on the menu again. A lot of it just comes down to demand. Like if it's clear people are coming in saying, hey, you got the English version? I'll go, okay, these guys want the English version. There. One Piece is very important to us. It's one of the best-selling products on the menu. All right. Luke Laurie says, slab away. You got it, Luke. Let's jump over here. Slab away. This is going to say $100. Whoa, you're almost done with that. Congratulations, man. Ivan Rodriguez, shipping for all big and regular slabs. Don't ship the bag, only slabs. Okay. Mr. Ivan. You know, Ivan, I bet you don't want to wait to go out till Monday. I guess I'll run this to Alexis. I don't think she's here yet, actually. Hopefully she's coming in. Hey, Six, how's it going, Six? All right, so we're going to log in here. Oh, my God, it's making me do the long login. That's crazy, man. This software's so bad, dude. Don't bother putting English on. If I'm the only one, there's local stores around that have it. Your stream is just always good vibes. Well, I'm glad to hear that. We have a nice, look at that. We're only 25 minutes in. We have a nice 65-person viewership right now. I think we have a good balance. All right, you ready? Sue, now we're ready. And Mr. Ivan, I'll run this downstairs. He's anxious to get that Charizard back. I don't know how many slabs you have. Let's just make it a heavier box. Here we are. We'll say 744. All right. We're never getting another Tron movie, are we? Says Mike Side. They're going to ruin this Tron movie. It's going to perform extremely poorly. And then they're going to decide that nobody likes Tron. But the real problem will be that Disney doesn't know how to make good movies anymore. I don't know. I don't think that that's necessarily going to happen. I think that, you know, when they're assessing their brands and what to make next, they are going to look at Tron and think, well, Tron was made in that time period where we weren't making anything good. Like, there's no way they're not aware of their own numbers. I'm sure they have ways to look at their numbers and be like, yeah, nothing's doing good. Okay, so this is you. You said not the bags. And you did have that big slab. So you guys stay here. Be good. You guys wait here a minute. I'm going to go and put this with the shipping area. There's a nice Brett Love order. Brett Love slab right there. There's a Caleb slab. I wish I could promise Caleb that was going to sell. But, man, that Yu-Gi-Oh card might sit there a long time. Wasn't the Jolteon given by somebody? The Jolteon. I don't know what you mean by that. Jared Leto is so lame. Can I sell my Jolteon for store credit? Okay, give me a second. Let me go put this away. All right, here we are. Into my seat. Boom. So you pulled this Jolteon on a break. I happened to be going downstairs, so I was able to grab it. So you want me to put this on commission? Is that what you want? Let's see. Let's go find out what he goes for. All right. Put all this away. Jolteon. Oops. So, wonder if this card went up or down over time. There's one in the UK. We're going to ignore that. Okay, here's an American version of the American card. 700. 700. What was our break at? I don't remember. Wasn't it like huge? It was like 19 or something. No, that's pretty close then, actually. If it was like 19. I don't remember the number on it. I remember this was stuck. And I was thinking in my mind, I was thinking probably because the price fell. It was like 18 or 19. Okay, it was pretty close to what it should be then. Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. All right, there it is, Mr. Sean. If I were to submit a tax submission, would you consider some of those cards for trade or cash? In other words, are you saying you want to send me some raw cards, get them graded, and then when they come back, I'll buy some of the slabs from you? Is that what you're saying? I'm always open to a trade, guys. eBay is up to date. Nice. Hear that? Hear all that noise? That's a boat. Man, it's nice outside. It's so nice outside. It's a Friday, and I'm in here with sneezing my brains out in this dusty card room, not getting any sunlight. All right. I should take the weekend off. We should have a nice weekend. Here's Andrew A. Martin, one spot in the Astral box break. Ooh, so the Astral box break is probably the fastest moving break in our group of breaks. Let me show you it. This guy is up to 9 out of 16. It could finish today, guys. Jump into the Astral break. Let's see it finish. So that is 9 out of 16 now. 7 spots remain. This is the fastest moving break. People want that old booster box. Ooh, let's see. Miss Alexis is here. Good. And let's go ahead and put a card for him into the baggie. Or for trade. Yes, I'm all about trades, guys. Does anyone want to do a trade right now? I'll trade you items out of your bag for slabs. So if there's a slab up here on the table you want, I'll trade you. Yeah, let's turn this down a little bit. Hey, what's up, Mr. Arturo? How's it going, man? Let's count this up. Make sure it adds up correctly. I will do store credit with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, we're up to 9. We are. You can also make me a private offer on this Jolteon if you want to get paid out instantly on it. There it is. All right. Was it the Astral break? Sorry, mister. Was my shipping on time for today or was I late? So technically, you're late. But I went ahead and put it downstairs anyway, so it'll go out. But the rules are basically that you need to ship it the day before, okay? But we got it anyways. Do you still have the XY Evo slab? Which one? The one that... The Charizard? I got this one. We got a cute little Raichu. Here it is. That's the last one, I think, actually. Oh, wait. Here it is. Those are the last 2. So my nose is all stuffy because I've been sneezing too much. Those are the last 2. Pretty neat. All right. Popping this over here. $20 to slab away. Andrew Martin. Have no fear, I did not forget that. All right, this goes down to $155. Boop. All right. For the trades, are you saying you want us to send you a slab and then you would trade for packs, or how so? I'm open to that too. I'm open to all kinds of trades. I actually love trades. I'm also especially looking for people who don't like the cards in their bag and wouldn't mind trading the cards in their bag for a nice slab, or, you know, just whatever you see up on the table that you might want. Speaking of slabs, haha. So we got these consignment slabs, right? Oh man, this song's driving me nuts, man. I gotta get away from this song. I don't know what that song was, but it was not vibing with me. All right, it's too clowny. Anytime music sounds like clown music, like you're at a carnival and it's do-do-do-do-do, it makes me go crazy a little bit. Here's Slay King. Ooh. So all 3 of these were recently priced. We know these were recently priced. So this guy's at 200. He's a nice Spectra Rainbow Rare. Spectra is a rainbow. Check it out. Beautiful. Oh, why is it blurry? What the hell? I don't like that. The camera's blurry. Here, let me, I noticed the camera's blurry there. Wonder if there's a piece of dust or something on the camera. How's it doing? Huh? Oh, it's like doing a refocusing issue. Oh, that's better. Okay, that's better. Weird, it was like focusing a lot. How many in the Rocket Pack? Yes, the Rocket Pack break. You know, it's funny you asked that because you're really maybe you're only interested in buying in if it's close. But you ought to buy in if you like the idea of it. Don't wait for it to be close, because if you're waiting for the closest break, nothing will ever go off. But we got 3 people in here. But if you like the idea of the break, you should be the person to push it along, or else it's just never going to go off. So you should just decide, what break do I like the idea of the most, and just go vote on it. There you go. If everyone hesitates to get into something, everything stays stuck. And I know that's what's happening. You know why? Because when something's actually close to going off, it just pop. It's just gone. So I know at the beginning of a break, people hesitate to get into it. Let me get that Spectra Abra. He's great. $200 Spectra Abra. He's a really good card. It's too good for the camera. It's more expensive than the camera. Disc offer for Jolteon. All right, let's just see real fast. All right, so you want to do X amount of money. Let me see real fast. That's actually... So hold on. All right, there we go. Okay. We're all done with Mr. Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. And now if we hit refresh, click. Yeah, that Spectra Abra is really good. We have an order over here. Miss Six, she says Astral Radiance Break. Six, I'm glad you're hanging out. Let's see. Here's a little bonus card right here, which I get to put people on it at my discretion. We're going to put you on there for fun, okay? So Mr. Brett's on there. You're on here too. There we go. All right. Lovely. So that's a giveaway that's just at my discretion. I like that, actually, being able to just sort of jump people onto a fun giveaway. We're going to put you here, Six. All right. You've been feeling good, Six, lately? Let's see. Let's put this right over here. Okay. All right. Eating chicken sandwiches with hot sauce sucks. You don't like hot sauce on your chicken sandwich? You are. He gets the fiery poop hole. That's why. Sandwiches. There we go. I've been trying to eat healthier, but man, it is tough. Last night I ate potatoes and pork. Yeah. You know, one of the hard parts is I have like a rule where I don't have any like dessert in the house. And so that helps me not eat any dessert. But the problem is Karis likes dessert and she's not overweight. She is not. So she can just buy dessert and she gets tired of me not buying dessert, right? Like she's actually getting tired of it. It's been going on for a while and she's like, I miss dessert. So she brings the cookies into the home sometimes and she's like, here, you want a cookie? So I'm getting sabotaged. She's my enabler. Chick-fil-A sauce all the way. Mister, I recommend watching the show Wednesday on Netflix. Wednesdaydale. Ooh. We have Mr. Mark for XY Raichu Slab, and you can crack it. Another crack-a-lackin'? You got it, man. All right, we are being treated to a very fun moment. We're going to be cracking this Raichu Slab for Mr. Mark J. Valerian. You got it, man. So this is the third crackening. Throw that over there. For science. How strong am I? I'm so strong. I could beat up at least 7 6th graders at a time. I'm so strong. Oh, this time the back of the slab came apart. Okay. So we kind of learned about this. The back, it's a 3-part slab, and the back of the slab is not good enough. All right. So this will be trickier. We got to somehow separate the middle layer. Let's get the tools out, boys. Where are my tools? We got the small wrench. What did I do last time, huh? What did I do? And then we need the wedge. I have a specialty tool, the wedge. The wedge sounds like a fancy like restaurant. Here it is. Ha. I've only seen a few slabs get open. I'm shocked you've done it with your bare hands. Don't mess with my hands, bro. This is the wedge. The wedge of power. Wow, that's strong. That is so well sealed. Look at that. That wants to break before it lifts. Oh, be careful, kids. Look, I got a little scrape there. Be careful, kids. Throw that away. All right. Wow. Wow, that is crazy how well it's encapsulated. It does not want to come apart. Ah, there we go. All right. Every time you start talking, it pauses. The camera? Does the camera pause? What are you talking about? Mister, you having internet issues. Rechat. Okay, I'll reset the phone. Maybe that'll fix it. Whoa, man, that's crazy. All right. Wow, that was really tough. So it is definitely encapsulated really tough in there, but we still got it out. That's interesting to note. We got it apart really easy that one time because the middle actually separated. Okay. I'm fine here. Yeah, let me try clicking. Let me turn the camera off and on. All right, so I've reset it. I just reset it. Sometimes that helps. Our lint roller's almost out of lint. I'm gonna have to get a new lint roller, everybody. Yeah, this is almost a dead lint roller. I left and came back. So, this could be it. This could be the Charizard, everybody. Wow, beautiful. Ready? Here goes. We've got... Ooh, Nidoran. Look at this Nidoran. Vulpix. Sandshrew. Ponyta. Magnemite. You did it! You got the Beedrill! That's not Charizard. But the card behind it could be valuable too. What's behind it? Yes! There is something behind it. It was a heavy pack. This was a heavy pack, everybody. Unbelievable. Please be Charizard. Ah, it's Mega Pidgeot. All right, but it is still valuable. All these Mega Pokemon are valuable right now, guys. You know, you have a chance. Oh, it looks clean. It looks clean. Look at the back of the card, everybody. It looks really nice. So every one of these Mega Pokemon is like being looked at again because of the Legends CA Mega time period. We're in a new Mega time period. And so I'd say you did good on this. Look at that. Mark J. Valerian, you did great. Mega Pidgeot pull. It was, in fact, a heavy pack. Pretty neat. There we go. I'll save this for Mr. Mike's side to play around with if he wants to. That was inside of that booster pack that was encapsulated. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy as hell, man. Oh my God, he did it. That's Beedrill. Now, the Beedrill's off center, unfortunately. So he's, at best, he's a 9. He could be an 8. But let's see. Pony does Sandshrew, Vulpix, Nidoran. Yeah, and your commons weren't super awesome either. But the Mega Pidgeot will carry this pack. Maybe you'll get lucky and a Mega Pidgeot like that gets a 10 at PSA. I bet you as a 10, he's probably worth like 150 bucks as a 10. I bet you he's worth more than 150 these days. Who knows? You can look it up. Mega Pidgeot 10, guys. All right, Mark J. Valerian. Mark, those booster pack openings are insanely funny. It's like, it doesn't necessarily make sense to open them. Kind of makes more sense to leave them sealed. It is sent another offer for Jolteon. I'll take another look at it. There we go. Maybe it got a better grade because it was heavy. Nah, I got a terrible grade. Whoever graded it was a jerk. There you go, Mr. Mark. So that might be worth grading. That Mega Pidgeot looked pretty clean. I have a lot of your graded sketch and clear zone slabs from you. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, I like sketch cards a lot. I'm a fan. I'm probably going to keep that Palpatine sketch card, the one graded pristine 10. I'm just going to hold that. All right, so let's get a link for Mr. Mike's side. Mr. Mike's side. Grab this. We'll jump over here. All right, sounds good. So you have store credit now that you can spend immediately, Mr. Sean. Okay. So what was I doing? Oh, right. I was doing this. Let's jump over here to stream clips. Oops, we gotta grab this. And what we're going to say is Mark opens yet another XY sealed graded booster, pulls Mega Pidgeot. 46 minutes in. I don't know what this music is, man. I want some good music. I'm ready for some cool music. All right, thank you. What is this? How are people getting in? Says Digital Creations. Hey, what's up, man? Digital Creations, how's it going? So this is our live rip and ship, and you can head over to the description of the live stream and open some cards. I have the 9 card sets from Star Wars 2. I'm debating for the other slab. It's pretty expensive. I don't know, man. It might not be worth the risk. Yes. All right. You like opening up the XY stuff? That's cool stuff, right? Pretty expensive. Okay. So what's this number divided by 40? Oops. Well, it is pretty expensive, huh? So I think I will just place this card for sale for now. All right. He was able to get fast money on this because he offered me a better deal than the actual commission or consignment outcome. And so this goes under my ownership, and it's up to me to sell it now. And he can immediately spend his store credit however he wants. This is one of the more expensive slabs on the table now. It's my job to talk it up like a cheerleader. Okay, so this is say 10.25. There it is. So we have a nice high-end card over there. I wish I was around during the XY era. Yeah, I mean, you could be. I've got XY era cards. I just don't sell them very often, but maybe I should be at this point. You know, the reason I stopped selling them was precisely because, you know, I knew the prices were about to change, but now all the prices have changed. Maybe it's time for me to buy like a new booster box of Ancient Origins, a new booster box of Roaring Skies, a new booster box of Fates Collide, and just set a box for sale on the menu. And then when it sells through, go buy a new box. You know, maybe we should start doing that at this point. XY error? What? What are you talking about? They're from the Galaxy set. They make a full page image. Scent does for all of it. Nice. Pack fresh card equals PSA 8. Yeah, XY's tough. It's definitely tough. All right. Spotted the Gengar, spotted Astral, spotted Japanese base set booster, 360 towards slab away, Astral sealed. Sounds good. Yeah, the Astral box will remain sealed by default. So you're going to do 3 of these. Sounds good. One, 2. Three. Okay, we got these 3 right here. It would be funny, but I can make this guy break all over again, couldn't I? It's tempting to do that to lock in the price today. So this goes into... Now, there's 2 Gengars. Did you mean the fancy Master Ball Gengar? He's my favorite. I think this is the best one. The Mega Gengar is good too. He's just going to take a long time, which gives you more time to get into that. This guy actually might go pretty fast eventually. He's at 6 out of 19. I got to make a big purchase this month. Getting a new car. You're getting a new car? All right. Well, you got to have to budget for it. There we go. There you go. Ooh. Time to start eating ramen noodles every day. Okay. So there's that. Spotting the Astral, spotting the Japanese base set booster. I shouldn't have put this away so soon. So booster box break right here. Good. We got 2 new people in that Astral Radiance box break now, guys. And here is the booster pack break. There it is. Okay, you're in. Yeah, it's cool, man. That's cool. All right. Packfish card equals PSA 8, Sup A Perez. Now, we have to actually tick these upward as well. So this goes from 10 to 11. Good. 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, that's 5 spots remaining on that, guys. That's real close now. That is the fastest moving break. That seems to be the one with the momentum. This ticks upward to 5 out of 25. This is a big deal. So for those of you who originally shunned this break, which is really a powerful break, I mean, that's base set Japanese 10. What we just learned this week is that you can upgrade these to the new slabs and they maintain their grade. You can upgrade these to the new slab. They maintain their grade. Big deal. So you might want to consider that one, even though it's in the old holder. You can get it in the new holder, and they'll maintain the PSA 10 on that. They'll just unfold it. Here's Mickey Mouse. Here's Dark Golduck, and here is Eevee. Beautiful. I got to get into that break next. I'm going to drive safely but budget friendly on gas. Base set Japanese. I've had 03 Corolla for years. It was my mom's. Then I bought it from her. It has never broken down. Oh, that's good. Good. You like to hear that. So after that, $360 toward your slab away. Let's go work on that real fast. Here it is, slab away. Mr. Sean. That's going to be 900 minus 360. 540 remains. Boom. All right, 540. Okay, very good. I think William is sending that Pidgeot off to grade. You're the best. Thank you. No problem, man. Click. So this says PSA grading for the Mega Pidgeot. I like messing up the names on purpose. I believe it. I'm driving an older Corolla right now, but it has no AC. It sucks. Ew. No AC, that's like a punishment. I would punish my enemy with having to drive with no AC. Of course, in some states, it's not as big of a deal as others, but like if you're driving in a hot state, oof. It's almost like a driving hazard. This driver is intoxicated with heat. Okay. Have you guys ever had to do that? Drive on a really hot day with no AC? It's dangerous. Your brain starts to swim. There we go. You're like in an altered state of mind if it's hot enough. There we go. No AC in Arizona would be brutal. Well, you know, Missouri gets up to 100 degrees in the summertime, easily. We always have, in July and August, well, definitely July. In July, we always have a week or two of 100-degree weather. And so it gets plenty hot. But it's also humid. It's not just like a dry heat, it's a humid heat. And so you start driving in that 100-degree weather, you have to like spray yourself with water the whole time not to overheat and die. Yeah, I've had to do that before. It's really bad. Okay. And this shall go to PSA. I came back from the gym. I had a hot drink and it was hot in the car. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. That even sounds dangerous. All right. Thank you so much. Very good. So we have no orders in the queue at this point. If you'd like to place an order for the daytime stream, do so now in the description. Let me go ahead and start working on these slabs now, right? So what do we got? That's an Anthony Kalura slab. You know, I am going to change the sticker and make it blue. Let's make this blue. This is a nice one, this Eevee. I like this song, too. I like this song. Are you going to get any of the Phantasmal UPCs? I need that promo since it's not going to be in Japanese. Oh, it's an exclusive English promo. That's fascinating. And it's an ultra premium collection, huh? Yeah, I suppose we'll have to work on that. Oh, man, that thing's going to be so overpriced, guys. Let's be real about it. That's going to be so freaking overpriced. God, I hate it. I hate how expensive it is. It's scary as a card shop because as a card shop, you're worried you might buy it and not be able to move it, not be able to sell it. And then you'd just be stuck with all this inventory. All right. And when prices are really, really, really high on something, there's no room left for any like profit margin. People are like, it's high enough. I don't want to pay extra. Okay. Zooming in, taking a picture. Good. As you guys know, in our Discord server, we take pictures in our shopping channels so you can see all the slabs. If you haven't learned how to do that, go learn how to do that. Do you keep anything for personal collection or do you sell everything? I mostly keep stuff. Yeah, I mostly keep stuff. Most of the good cards are right here in my collection right now. And I want to sell them one day, but I want to make sure we don't sell them too early. But yeah, I just have tons of good stuff. Look at this beautiful rainbow Dragonite. Like, what the hell? So they pay 1.6 thousand on that. Here's a nice Chrome Moltres. Here's a Charizard. Here's a Kadabra. Kadabra is cool. I'm going to put him back up here. Actually, I could probably put this Moltres Chrome back up here, too. We are. They're just in a different tier, you know. Like, some cards are in an impossibly high tier in terms of sort of, like, rarity. This guy is rare, though. The Moltres is rare. He's a good card. I remember this card because I graded it myself. What's your favorite personal collection card? Man, that is one of the most common questions. I get that all the time. And I got to say, I've got a lot of different cards I'm a big fan of. And it's funny, when you finally obtain a card you've been wanting for a long time, you get to stare at it for a long time and it makes you happy. But then your brain starts going, okay, now I want one of these. So it's funny, when you really have a lot of high-end cards, you don't get overly attached to just one card. But you can get overly attached to multiple cards, you know, as you go on the hunt for the best ones. But I've got a whole bunch of different interesting cards. I gotta say, this guy really is cool. Gold Star Charizard really sticks with you for some reason. It's the black and red. The black and red. You know, they don't really do that anymore, do they? They don't do black cards anymore. They do like more like an off-color gray-blue or something soft, you know? Oh, so I have 7 of these Tyrannitars. I have 7 of these. Wow, I own a lot of those Tyrannitars. Holy, dude. Okay. These guys deserve a price. I've seen first pack magic out of Japanese boxes. If you believe, it will come. I now believe in last pack magic. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, what is this song? This song is so... It's called Unicorn Heads. I gotta save this song. Oh, I did save this song. Okay, cool. All right, you ready? So for the other XY slab and crack it open, please. You're crazy, dude. All right, we'll get it. That's for Mark J. Valerian, treating us with one last crack-a-packin'. My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, Kaiba. What? Okay. Make sure that's nice and loose. It's pretty close already. I already feel it. The whole thing's shifted. Let's get the wedge. Yeah, I feel it. It's definitely lifted. Let me, I don't think that... See, it's an interesting slab. It's not like the standard... It's not like the standard slab. Let me see if this has a better chance. No, the wedge is better. See this wedge with this round tooth there? It's really good. It's almost like a razor blade. But of course, this one's really worn out. I need like a new one. It's all shifted. It's not connected in the same way anymore. Although I suspect maybe it's just the back again. Yeah, you hear it? I think it's just the back that comes off real easy. The middle part does not like to come off. Ah, there it goes. See? Okay. Yeah, it was weak. It was weak. We weakened it. All 3 layers are weak. I'm seeing it. There it goes. Wow. Okay, that was better than last time, in my opinion. Okay. How do these come off? There they go. So how exactly do these go in, huh? I don't think anything holds them in place. There you go. Our precious. Doobie-doobie-doo. Oh, it kind of does snap into place, huh? So these snap into place, but when you twist it, they snap out of place. The back snap as well? No. Okay. Did you see you can open slabs with the bottle opener? I did see that. That was pretty interesting. I think a bottle opener is a great design for doing what needs to be done on a slab, for crushing open those corners. Yeah, I thought I would want to test that myself. I've been getting along with the wrench and some of the basic tools of the trade. All right, here goes. Let me have a little sip first. All right, ready? Ooh, very nice. Here's some of these. Oh. Oh. Does it look like a hit? I can't tell. It looks like it might just be a reverse hollow. I can't tell. Here's Nidoran, Poliwag, Pikachu, please. Here's an Energy, Rattata, Vulpix. Oh, you did it! You got the Kakuna! It matches with the Beedrill. Ah, man, it was just Arcanine. I saw the red and I thought, it's Charizard. No, it's just Arcanine. All right. What else we got back here? Magmar. Arcanine's cool, though. Did you know you could grade all these non-hollows because they actually look like the base set? It's pretty interesting. But this pack's going to definitely not be a hot pack. I mean, it's just a reverse Kakuna in this pack. It was bound to happen. It was bound to get you, Mr. Mark. We are? All right. Very good. Today's October 3rd. Today marks the day Edward Elric and his brother burned down their house and searched for the Philosopher's Stone. We've got Full Metal Alchemist packs if you guys want to celebrate that, if that's what you're saying. You want to go crazy? Did the cat just open my door or something? What was that? There was a noise behind me. All right, Mark. The Arcanine's nice, but unfortunately, no crazies in this pack. That was a standard pack. Do you ever get any sleep? I do. I sleep between the hours of about 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. Really strange sleeping hours, but basically I sleep through the daytime. I'm like an overnight worker. There you go, Mark. All right. Kakuna is just not a good Pokemon ever. He just never does well. People want, you know, Beedrill maybe, but not Kakuna. Kakuna's just like, brr. He uses Harden, you know. I watch you nonstop. I sleep the third shift too. Nice, dude. I really appreciate it, Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby Jr. Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that curse on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you do that. Martin Ramirez says 5 Korean white flare. White. All right, you got it. Martin Ramirez. So, Martin, if you'll excuse me, I got to go get another box of the white flare. Does it even be here? That shouldn't even be here. And why are these down here? I don't understand. These are the Carddass cards, are they not? Ugh. No, I don't know why I'm storing these here. Got a whole bunch of Carddass cards over here. And what's this? Ooh, wow, that's beautiful. Oh, I bet you I planned on cracking that. Hold on, let me take another look at it. What is this? So were we going to crack this and regrade it? Oh my God, I'm so recracking this one. That's what's going on. This one's going to be sent off to like CGC for sure. I use Harden. Am I Kakuna? You could probably make that argument. I just don't know if, you know, if people would really believe it. All right, that would have been cool if it was Charizard, man, but we are all out of those. If you guys want any advice on what's good on the menu, go after that Prismatic Premium Collection, the Lucario one. That's really good. All right. Let's sneap. Mr. Martin, how's it going, man? Buy the Astral box break, guys. Only 5 spots left if nobody has gotten one yet. Those box breaks, they're very difficult. They're painful, you know, to miss. But, man, one person walks away with the box for 40 bucks, and that's an unbelievably good feeling. Then we just run another one. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. 5 of those. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Martin Ramirez. Are you ready? One little sip. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little snips. 4 little, 5 little, 6 little snips. That's a hollow. Here's Tepig. Here's... Look at that Tepig! Wow, that's adorbs. Look at that guy. Aw. Alright, I won't eat him. There's Rufflet, I think. And here is Roggenrola or something. Very good. Martin Ramirez. The insufferable waiting on the August submissions. Oh, so those have been updated. One of them is in assembly. The other one is not. But PSA said they would be done in December, but it looks like they're going to be done sooner. Let me go back. Let me see if I can find it. There's CGC cards. Is this PSA? Yep, this one's going to be PSA. Log in. Oh my God. Don't you speak that evil on me, Bobby. That was a really funny scene. That's an old movie, you know. I'm old. Yeah, it's still in assembly, though. So it does say it's supposed to be done by December, but it looks like the first round is going to be done earlier, which is great. And then let's see how tag's getting along. We have our first September tag submission is in slab assembly right now. So then it goes off to QA, then slab imaging, then order complete. So we got 2 submissions. They're getting closer. Probably give it all another week, and it'll be shipped. And then 1 more week from that, and it'll be over here. But, man, I want those tag slabs back right now, dude. I need to start selling those. All right, let's see how all the submissions are doing. Wait. They got 2 of them in slab assembly. So not just this one, but another one too. That's really interesting. So they were just way faster with this one. Wow, that one's already halfway to the end. And what's in this one? Anything interesting? They rejected the Gundam card. Someone sent a Gundam card and they rejected it. That's too bad. Bunch of Gengars though. What is that? Bunch of Gengar, 151 Gengars, huh? Cool. Okay, so we actually have 2 orders with tag that are in assembly. That's good. That's good news. All right. Let's see. You know what we should do? We should have like a rule where once per week I talk about the grading updates so that people don't have to ask. They know to just show up to that stream or to rewatch it. Let's put this into Martin's bag. Here you go, Martin. We were talking about that the other day. Remember I said we need to have a system so that it doesn't get asked about as often? Aha, Martin Ramirez. Here you go, Martin. They did that with my submission too. Nice. Fell behind again. They did that with my submission too. Aovic. I think we found something that was yours, Aovic. Aovic, we ran into a slab of yours. Which one was it? It wasn't a very expensive one that I recall, but I wrote Aovic on the back of the slab, okay? So if you ever order shipping again, remind me to ship that to you. Oh my God, I can see boats going by. Oh, I'm so sad that I'm stuck indoors. So beautiful outside. I ran into a slab of yours. It was like last night, actually. It might have been yesterday night or last night. But I wrote Aovic on the back, okay? But it wasn't an expensive one, but it's over here. I can't remember what it was. What was it? Yeah, it was a simple one. Okay, here's more trees. Just making you aware of that. And then let's pop this on here. Was it a Meowth? It might have been a Meowth. I actually cannot remember. Here it is. I can't remember, I'm afraid, but it might have been a Meowth. Topps Moltres Chrome. That's a Topps Chrome card. And he is a beautiful $200. Cool. And it's tempting to buy it rather than to sell it. This one then jumps up to $500. How many of these are there? Let me see how many of these there are. How rare is it? Population 72. I'll sell it. If it was more rare, I'd buy it instead of sell it. So this is going to be $200. Not bad. 10.25. All right, there it is. I put it in her Meowth. Oh my God, dude. Why did I read that? Thank you, Martin Ramirez, for the order. While we're at it, why don't we get this other slab priced up real fast as well? This Kadabra, vending Kadabra. Okay. Vending Kadabra. This week's been a little bit of a slower week, I noticed. I bet you it's everybody just paying their bills. That's what people say. They got to pay their bills on the 1st. Vending Kadabra. I got to pay my bills. All right. Let's see. I got to get those 2 houses sold, man. Let's see. Whoa, there isn't one for sale. Fascinating. Let me check sold, maybe? It's a really cool card. It's one of the better looking. So one sold back in August, then in September. Okay. And how expensive is it? Or I'm sorry, how rare is it? It's a really interesting Kadabra card. All right, cool. So I can just kind of choose my own price. The reason this card is so cool is because he's on stage with all these classic magician items, right? Like the hat, the rings, the question box, the sword. And so it's like he's being a magician and his name's Kadabra. Okay, how funny. Okay. Have you seen the George Droid AI? George Droid? No. What are you talking about? Okay, there's not one for sale online, but I've got one. The Curious George? Is that a mystery box from COD Zombie? It is. Okay. Better start taking more pictures for eBay to try and clear space for more slabs. Yeah, we got to keep steadily putting slabs up on eBay now. That is the goal now. And then all those slabs will start arriving from tag. They'll be fresh. And we'll start putting those up on eBay too. We won't tolerate cards not selling for very long. Meaning if they don't sell here, they're not going to rotate for months anymore. They're just going to eBay time. So, and we'll see how eBay works out too. I'm actually very curious. I've never listed hundreds of slabs up on eBay. I know there is a point where eBay doesn't relist them for free anymore. So it will actually cost me money when they get relisted. Meaning like if they don't sell in the first month, they charge me a flat fee of like 30 or 50%. 50 cents, you know, to do it again, to relist it. And we have, how many items do we have? We have 124 active listings. So we got a lot of listings now. Let's see. That's a lot of listings and not a lot of sales, which sort of makes sense because the only thing we're putting up on eBay are the oddball items that have not sold yet. Be sure to check out our eBay, guys. If you find anything at all that you like on eBay in our slabs, you know, ask us for it. Well, we'll lower the price 5% to buy it here off the table, okay? So we'll take it back down off of eBay and give you a discount. Just do a garage sale, says Jared. That's an interesting thought. Or, you know, we could go to like a, maybe like a Collecticon and try to liquidate to a certain degree. Are you going to get the Magic the Gathering Iron Maiden cards? I think I heard about that, but I saw those, but I didn't think that there would be much interest for them over here. So there might be very limited interest in Iron Maiden cards. It's kind of funny that Magic is doing very well as a result of them not really selling Magic. Now they sell every other brand. The trick to Magic the Gathering, stop selling Magic. Here's that beautiful Staffed Tyranitar. We have our first person in there. Long way to go. 28 spots remaining on Staffed Tyranitar. If you like them, jump on in. Here is Booby Grab Girl. You might not get a lot of chances to buy this card. I don't have a lot of these getting graded. But this is some anime where the guy grabs the girl's boobs. That's quite literally all it is. And we have a card graded 10 for that. You might be interested in that. Here is Psyduck and Slowpoke. Beautiful. That one's been rotating, though. He's about ready to come down. Here is Japanese Weiss Schwartz girly card. Maybe this one's ready to go to eBay, actually. So 200 on that one, huh? Okay, where's my holder? Here we are. All right, take a picture of this nice Psyduck Slowpoke. This is a great example of a card that's very hard to sell. It's an expensive $200, and yet it's a 9. And for some reason, those really just don't sell that fast. Anytime it's an expensive 9. Ow, what the hell? I had a little piece of plastic. I had a shard of plastic in my skin. I didn't know that. Where I got torn up earlier, there was a shard of plastic in there, like a splinter. I just ripped it out. Oh my God, dude. All right. Let's go ahead and take a nice picture. Let them go to auction. They'll sell in 7 days. I don't really like auction. You are? I'd rather not. There you go. I think auction's a silly way to sell your Pokemon cards. Okay, so this will say, I'll never really change my opinion on that. Go ahead and hit list. Yeah, I mean, people who sell an auction are perhaps the most motivated sellers of all because they're just taking a gamble that the card sells for the appropriate price. Now, if you list certain cards on eBay, they are going to sell for full market price. Other cards are so stupid to put in auction. I always think to myself, like, who the hell's putting these in auction? Like, do they know nothing about, you know, selling Pokemon cards? Like, if you take an odd card that almost no one searches for, like maybe this Kadabra right here, how many people are searching vending Kadabra on a weekly basis? Like, less than 1% of people? I don't know, like almost no one? No one searches for Kadabras. But he's a good card. He's a classic vintage card from the vending series. And people remember every now and then, oh yeah, the vending series. Maybe I want to go complete my vending series. And so, then they run into this Kadabra and he's a certain price. Well, if you put him in auction, that person's not going to have that much competition, but the item's still rare and valuable, but they don't have to bid it up very much because they don't have any competition. So yeah, auction's so dumb for some cards. Again, it might work for like PSA 10 Gengar, PSA 10 Charizard, Charlie Brown, PSA 10 Blastoise, PSA 10 Mewtwo, whatever, right? But if you got like, 8.5 Electabuzz, you would just be so foolish to put that in auction. No one's searching for that. Give to me. All right. Why no one opens WeCross anymore? I don't know. WeCross, we had some WeCross and it did okay for a little while, and then it just kind of slowly died down. It just kind of, the demand was high enough to finish it off. So the demand was high enough that it finished selling, but it wasn't so high that it made me want to buy more of it. Let's see. Booster said it's better to liquidate at 70 cents on the dollar than sit on stagnant product for a year. Boosted, that's basically an argument about the supply-demand market. And so you're saying fast money is better because you're going to get 70 cents on the dollar. Well, your assumption is that you actually get 70 cents on the dollar. You might get 30 cents on the dollar, or you might have just needed to wait one more week, one more Friday, and that card would have sold at full price. So, the argument is about what is the true supply demand for card. And I think there are cards you can send to auction that will do okay in auction. Typically, these are going to be cards that have high keyword search volume. But if you get a card with exceptionally low keyword search volume, you're just sort of giving out a free card. You're like, here you guys go. You know what I mean? Like, I could do that over here, right? Like, I could do that over here if I wanted. I could take a slab and sell it at 35% of its value if I wanted over here. Just do you guys a nice thing. So we'll do that. If I want to be nice to you guys, I'll just give it away for free. Or I'll do like some lower ridiculous price if I just want to help you guys out. But on eBay, I would call those motivated sellers that are in a pickle financially, or uneducated sellers that don't realize you're just losing a ton of money on those auctions. And yeah, I get it though. There's plenty of motivated sellers in the world. I'm not quite a motivated seller. I'm more like a card shop. Boosted, do you raise cars? Isn't an argument made for auctions getting true market value? No, I wouldn't agree with that. I think auctions can lead to scenarios. Well, think of it like this. An auction occurs within a really specific window of time, 7 days. So in 7 days, you better hope to God that 2 or 3 guys who really want your exact card do a keyword search for it, run into your auction, and then bid on it, and then bid against each other instead of going, I'll just get the next one. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that it's, you could argue that market demand is better reflected in the static market when you see a big card come down for a whole bunch of money and it maybe sat there for a month or two, but it went for the full value because somebody who wanted the card realized it's not coming to auction. And there's a lot of, this is a great example. There's a lot of cards like that. If I put this card in auction right now, he would perform so bad. He just would, because he's a card no one's looking for. He's a card that people don't keyword search for. Your brain can only hold so many keywords at a time in it. And at the top of the keyword memory in your brain is not vending Kadabra. Your brain's not thinking of that. Does that mean no one would be willing to pay full price for this? Absolutely not. Somebody would be very happy to have the Kadabra, but it's a matter of finding that person and that person wanting the Kadabra at that time. So it really is a mistake. And I'm very confident in this because I've done this for so long. It is a very bad mistake to place certain cards into auction. But yeah, if you want to put like Team Rocket's Mewtwo into auction, auction's going to be very consistent. There's people consistently buying it. There's people consistently grading it. It's got a really easy, there's like a trade volume to that card. This is a super niche rare card with no trade volume. That doesn't make him valueless. It just means that he would perform poorly in auction. That's what it means. Now all I think about is vending Kadabra. But if I took that advice, I'd have liquidated my Evo Skies case way back, be out over 15K, let's say. Let's see. More to post on eBay. Why no one opens WeCross? Give to me. Oh, Hey Hype says, sorry, Hey Hype, I didn't see your comment at first. Do you think this is a scam? Some vendors at a show were telling people if you have an old PSA cert That's PSA 10. They will only buy it at PSA 9 price. Old PSA 10s aren't true 10s. Lols. Well, I certainly believe that there are scenarios where the older PSA certification number has a card inside of that holder that was graded at a much lower standard. And so if you just examine the card, it's it's got white dots on the back, it's got a small print line in it, it's got off-centering. But I think there's plenty of old certifications that are in really, really good condition too. So I would say those vendors make up that rule because it's easy for them to live by that rule and not worry about buying a busted up card, because what their theory is buy the card, not the grade. That's their theory. They want actual 10s. And 10s have been redefined by PSA today as having a higher standard. So those guys probably don't have all day long to take your card and examine it and say, this 10's looking more like a 9, I don't want it. So for them, they just make a rule. We don't buy old 10s. We only buy new ones. And that works for them in their world where they don't have time to examine the card. But are there plenty of old certification 10s that are in fantastic condition? Absolutely. Absolutely. So I wouldn't call it a scam, but I do think that it might be a bad policy because they're going to miss out on the good 10s, even though they have an old cert. So that's what I would say. Mr. Bryce, you going to stream ZA? Yeah, when does ZA come out, by the way? Do I need to go buy that now? I might stream ZA. Maybe we can stream it here on the table a little bit. Would you guys like that? Here's Bryce Wolf. Inferno. All right, you got it, man. Let's get it. I sent an order. Ta-da! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mr. Bryce. Inferno X. Oh, yeah. It comes out on the 16th. So it comes out in 13 days. Oh, my God. That means I got to get a new Nintendo console, and then I got to probably pre-order the dumb game. It's 10/16. It's less than 2 weeks. Oh, my God. I'm not ready, dude. My brain's not ready. Okay. All right. It's interesting when a new Pokemon game comes out, there tends to be a pattern where there's a reduction in card sales. And I think that's because everyone's busy just playing the game, and they're already getting so many good feelings from playing the Pokemon game that they're satisfied and they don't care as much about the cards. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that has been really consistent. Sales drop around the time a new game comes out. Could just be that people spend $60 on the game, but I don't think that's it. It doesn't actually describe, like, for example, people will spend way more than $60 on cards. So even if they spent $60 on the video game, it doesn't really explain why they wouldn't have some leftover money to open cards with. And again, I think it's their dopamine receptors are being satisfied by the game, so they don't need the cards for a while. Play on Switch you got. We do have the Switch. We got 2 Switches. But I think I would rather play on the new Switch, the new console. There you go, Bryce. Sorry about that, man. It was a little bit of a cold round on that Inferno X. All right. Is that Miss Alexis? She's saying 6:46. Wow. Done in just 46 minutes. All right. Here's Mr. Jared. Jared says, Halo 7 pack, thanks and happy Friday. We were just talking about this last night. These Halo packs are one of the most popular items on the menu. Charizard, please. Yeah, that Charizard, huh, man? He's a good card. All right. Vintage Halo. You ready? Good luck, Mr. Jared. Ooh. What do we have here? Once more into the breach. Okay. Here's Among the Jackals. Shadow. Ooh. What do we have here? Jungle Ops. And, oh, what do we have? Ooh, holographic. Says 5 out of 10. That is Master Chief on the Ghost. Ooh, you did pick up a holo in this round. Here's Rescue Operation. And here is One to the Dome. So this pack was a little bit sticky, Mr. Jared. This pack was a little bit sticky, unfortunately. We are. You run into that with old Topps cards. You run into some stickiness. We are. Very nice. Let's grab that. Mr. Jared. Switch 2 combo comes with the game. You save 40 bones. Yeah? I'm getting it. Thank you, Jared. Jared says, damn. Yeah, I know. I feel the same way, Jared. We're too used to them being, like, perfect sometimes. Did I just get a TikTok from Alexis? Okay, I'll take a look at that later. Alexis is trying to give me TikToks? Imagine if there was a limited edition Poke card in with the game. Ooh, they did that with the Legends Arceus. Do you guys remember that? The Legends Arceus promo was a really nice looking Arceus. Here's Luigi time. Here's an Anthony Kalura card that, I'm sorry, an NHCC card that just got priced. This is going to be Erica's Invitation, 9.5, 39 bucks. So this is perfect. We got 3 girls here. Let's take a picture of it. How nice, man. Here's the consignment channel. We're taking fresh pictures of all the consignment cards. Remember, this gets posted into our Discord server, so you can go back there and shop. See, check it out. We're in our Discord server, and you can scroll down here and shop all the slabs and know what we got. And if you find something you think is pretty good, you can go put it in the slab away, or you can buy it outright, or whatever you're going to do. We've sold a lot of consignment slabs for people who sent in for consignment. Okay, what else we got here? We got, oh my gosh, there's another Adam Pashuish card. That's a naughty card, man. That Kadabra was sweet. Yeah, he's good, the Kadabra. He's a little pricier, but he is a 1998 Japanese vending card, and I think you're going to find that these are very rare now. It's very hard to find these now because they were always kind of bizarre and rare, and it's cool to have them because it's like artworks people have never seen. You want to see that up close? These are artworks people have never seen before. Some people have never seen them. I've seen them a bunch of times. Here's Hitmonchan, Adam Pashuish, CGC 10. Hey, where's CS Man? He needs to see that one. That is a base set Hitmonchan. That's actually good. Here's the Freya Princess. And what do we have here? This one's sexy as well. So we got 3 very good cards here. Let's take a quick look at this. Anthony Kalura Umbreon Master Ball. So this card still hasn't sold, and last time we checked, the price had gone down. Let's see if the price went down any further. Why does the price go down on a card like this? Well, it's pretty simple. It's because initially, when he started selling it, there weren't very many of them. And now there's a whole bunch more graded, so the price has shifted downward. That can happen a lot with modern cards. Okay, here it is. Master Ball Reverse Holo is officially $130 now. So it is a little bit cheaper. And we don't know where it hits the bottom. It's probably already in. I mean, we've gotten far enough away. Look, 2024. So this came out just in December, and we're heading toward December. That's 1 year ago. I'd say now's pretty much the time that this product is probably starting to plateau at the bottom. Like, it might not get much cheaper than 130. It's not impossible for it to get cheaper, but how does it get much cheaper than that? That's crazy. Because you realize this is the Master Ball card. There it is. Super hard to pull that, right? Right? Like, there's 187 cards in the set. So when you pull a Master Ball, your odds are 187 for it to be Umbreon. So that's a good one. It's very similar to like the Master Ball Gengar. Okay, and now, what is that thing on the right? Yeah, sexy, huh? So this is from 2019. This is a Weiss Schwarz card. The Weiss Schwarz company put this out. And it's from, I guess it's from an anime called Redo Healer. And it's just super naughty. She's not naked, though, but it is very naughty. We started selling that set called Sneaker Bunko Volume 1. And it was one of the fastest, best-selling products ever, dude. It sold so much, so well. I was making serious money at that time period. Now, it has since then become one of the most expensive Weiss Schwarz sets to open, and this card has blown up in price over time and probably isn't about to stop. It is just way too sexy. PSA 10, Freya. Let's see what we get. All right, so here we go. We're going to look for the cheapest one because I don't want you guys to pay too much. So here it is. The cheapest one is $100 with 13 watchers. So I feel like that says a lot. 13 watchers means a lot of people are thinking about it. They're going, yeah, maybe. It looks expensive. It really does until you realize how expensive the set itself has become. And not every one of these grades 10. So she is correct at about $100. Didn't know that style of card exists. Yeah, I mean, look at Twitch. Look at Steam. Some of the best-selling video games of all time these days, they're all Gooner games. And when it comes to card collecting, would you really be surprised if I told you really sexy girl cards are not that bad of a thing to hold in your inventory or perhaps in your collection? It's like collectible soft corn, and there's guys out there who love it. It's just like, that's just how it is. It's odd almost. Like we look at each other and it's like, that's crazy, right? Is it? Like, what's the biggest, most demanded thing on the internet after all these years? It's still corn. And so I don't think that's going to change. She's from an actual anime, so it's an actual show, right? And that's how it is, and it's probably always going to be that way. If men ever stop liking, sexy curvy women in compromising positions, it could be a very bad thing for the human race. It would mean we're probably not going to make any more babies anymore. So, and actually that that is a conversation people are having these days, isn't it? But you see my point. My point is that men are always going to find sexy women visually attractive, and it's an odd thing to invest in, but it might actually be a good investment, is the irony. So that's about 175. We have that at about 185. We're going to go with 175 now. Okay, so Hitmonchan a little bit cheaper. That's perfect because, he didn't sell last month. Maybe he sells this month. This is not like XY Hitmonchan. This is not some Hitmonchan reprint. This is the original 1996 Hitmonchan. He's got a nice little swirl right there at the bottom of the card. It's a nice CGC 10. What do I think about CGC 10s? I totally collect them. I don't ignore them. We are. So, I've got CGC 10s. I've got SGCs as well. I collect all kinds. I don't care. The nice thing about CGC 10s, you don't have to pay full price. So if you had to go buy the PSA 10 version of the same card, it costs way more. So the price is correct as it is, and it's just a matter of whether you want to have this card. So if we go look up the PSA 10 version of this card, Japanese. Okay, so please take a look. I'm going to show you why this is such a good deal. I might keep it at 185 because of that swirl. So sold, let's go with ended recently. Check this out. This is recent, $700. Same exact card, $700. That was October 3rd. I'm not even going to lower it to 175. There's no point. He's got a swirl under his butt. It's a good card. So CGC, people don't treat them like they're good enough or something, so the price is lower, but the price is lower. You actually get to collect a nice card. And if you don't think it's a true 10, here's what I recommend. I recommend thinking of it like the equivalent of a 9.5, because that's what it was. It was a 9.5. So Adam, he sent me a lot of different cards. Some of them are like these kind of like goofy looking Pokemon logo, mini playing cards. I don't know the value of this. Some of them are more like these interesting but not so conservative girl cards. This is a real deal card right here. I'm surprised this one hasn't sold. This is the good stuff. So that's, you guys are always asking me to sell my good cards. That's a good card right there. I've found it for you. And this guy's not bad either. Master Ball Umbreon, never going to go out of style. Are there a lot of them? Yes. That's because there's a lot to grade. But once they're all graded and once the market starts absorbing these off the market, that's going to go up. That one's almost like, if you assume Pokemon cards go up, over time at some rate. That one's almost guaranteed to eventually go up. Same with this beautiful Gengar that we've been hosting as a break. God, he's beautiful. I probably should go buy another one. He's so good. But we're hosting a good break on this, and he's just pricey, but you're looking at the low price, guys. This is the low price. Unless the Pokemon card market crashes, which I suppose it could, that price right there is the low price on that Gengar. And I'm surprised he hasn't moved more, but he is at 6 out of 19 now with 13 spots remaining. He'll finish. So this is good. All right. So let's see. Here is Mr. Bryce. He says Inferno X ×5. You got it, man. All right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Ready? Thank you for the explanation. Definitely. Well, you know, I think I'm just going to take that Hitmonchan and toss him into the live customs. That would be a great live custom pull, don't you think? We could put him in there for like 180, and then Adam can just get paid out. It's just a good card, you know? So I have access to a good card to fill up the live customs with. Ooh, Dugong. Ooh, base set Hitmonchan Hollow. Who wouldn't mind pulling that out of the live customs for 20 bucks? I wouldn't mind it. Ooh, Toxtricity. Very good. Let me go ahead and turn on that music. Oh my gosh, it's already 7:01. How did the time fly by so fast? I guess we started a little bit late. We are talking with Mike's side and talking with a few other people, but we started slightly late today. But wow, the 2 hours have flown past. And now it's time to take Karis out to eat. Where do you think I should take her out to eat? I think she deserves to go out to eat, guys. I should take her to a fancy restaurant. She's been working so hard. All right, there we go. Good. Thank you, Bryce. You got 1 Dugong AR. Now we have an order from Javier Arroyo. 2 Mega Evolutions. You got it, Mr. Javier. Ooh, so 2 of these. Ah. Do it up, go fancy. I'm going fancy pantsy. Ready? We've got Lieutenant Surge Meganium, and we've got Bulbasaur Clawitzer. Oh, and this nice Hollow Raikou. You know, I like this Hollow Raikou. You know, over a long period of time, Javier, like 20 years from now, you know that Raikou's going to be pricey, right? But that'll take forever. 20 years. Plus, a lot of people will probably actually stop and consider grading that card, maybe at like the 5-year mark. So it won't be rare the way some of those hollows are rare from like Black and White or Platinum era. Javier, thank you so much. How is your week, Mr. Javier? I hope you're having a good one. It is Friday, after all. Thank you so much. Take her to Taco Bell. Gosh, I bet she'd be happy enough just getting some McDonald's French fries. Here's Tai Hua, PSA 10 Master Ball. That's what I thought would happen. That is a great card. How could that card not sell? It'd be nuts. Master Ball, Umbreon, and it's only 130. You know that it used to sell consistently at 200. And so, oh, wait, we're looking for Anthony Kalura. So, you know, I think it's reached that sort of market saturation point where there's ton on the market because they've all been graded. But that will dry up, and you'll see a reversal because the product will become more scarce, not as many people grading it, and the ones on the market get gobbled up. So you might have to wait for that to occur, but it's definitely going to occur, right? With a card like that, I mean, that would be like a top bet that it goes up. So this is at 2.79 now. Oh, I'm sorry, 3.794. Did I do this math right? Yeah, I did it right. Okay. I'm just going crazy in my head. 3.794. So there it is, 3.794. That is Mr. Anthony. And this is your card now, Mr. Tai Hua. Congratulations. That feels pretty good, doesn't it? You know, slabs, they cost a big chunk of money, but the good thing about them, they're not a gamble. When you open up booster packs, you gamble. When you just buy a slab outright, there's no gamble involved. That's the best part. All right, lovely. So I am going to buy this one off of Mr. Adam Pashuis, like I was hinting. He's going to get paid out on that. And what I'm going to do, 175. Okay, so he gets about 127. Here it is. I'll round it up to 128. There he is. So he has sold me this card instantly. So now he doesn't have to worry about it. That is the nice thing about selling these items through consignment. Now I'm going to overprice this for a minute. And if no one buys it, I'm popping it into the live customs. But I'm going to let him rotate at least once or twice. So he's overpriced now. And there it is. I think he's a really good one. There we go. Toss this over here. How do we go about doing consignment? Yeah, it's really easy. You actually just ship me your slabs. That's it. And then you want to know how I price them. So the required price is the buy it now price on eBay. That's it. So we just go by cheapest buy it now. And the payout is 73% of the value. So you don't have to worry about taxes. You don't have to worry about eBay fees. You don't have to worry about shipping, none of that stuff. I do all that stuff for you. And your items go up into pictures on the Discord server. And that's it. It's actually been very popular. And we've made a lot of consignment sales. You immediately get store credit that you can spend on a different slab or breaks or booster packs. Now, if you want cash, it's a slightly different figure. Cash is 69%. So cash, if you want a straight cash payout, is 69, okay? So if you sell a card at $100, you get $69 cash. But again, no eBay fee, no shipping, no taxes. So it's not so bad. No processing fees. You know, I actually pay the processing fees on my side. And then of course I want some of the money for doing the work. We have a very special table here, and I can either have your cards up on my table or my cards up on my table. So you know, if one of us is gonna make a little money, I gotta get a cut. And so that's how it works. 73% is not bad, by the way. It's really not bad. You could use that to, you know, you can convert it straight into another slab. You know, if you see a slab you really want, you can convert it. Like, that's kind of what the guy who just sold me that Jolteon, let me show you. So somebody just sold me this Jolteon back. Where'd it go? There it goes. Mr. Dwight Schrute in the chat, he sold this back to me after winning it in a break. And, you know, what he was able to do with that money is apply it toward vintage PSA 10 first edition holographic fossil Hypno. So that's a classic vintage WOTC era card. So he sold this back to me after winning it in a break. Now he's using that money to pay off the Hypno. So you can do stuff like that, you know, convert a slab you don't want into a slab you do want, or, you know, breaks or booster packs, anything you want. We will work with you to get some kind of thing going. I just need to go back over here. All right. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's not that bad, especially if you're just going for the store credit. So the consignment's really good for people who are fans of the channel in the first place, because you know that you're probably going to buy some stuff here every now and again. And so it's not a bad situation if you're just doing the store credit because you're a big fan or like you're a regular customer. If you're just wanting cash, you probably are just better doing it yourself, taking care of your own cards. You're not going to make as much money with me. 69% is not amazing. And, you know, maybe you just kind of want it to happen over here. You just like me, or it's just, you know, passive and easy. I do make it easy. But, yeah, you need to get in contact with me to mail your slabs in. That's the first step if you just want to do some consignment. Okay, guys? Well, it is 7:08 p.m. at night. Mr. Did you post the pack slabs on Discord? Once upon a time, I did. I haven't done that in a long time. And that's because they didn't sell very fast last time I posted them. A couple sold, I guess, but not very fast. So we could do that all over again. It would just take some time. But those booster packs, you know, we sold a lot in the last, I guess, week. We sold a lot of these Mario packs. You guys love these Mario packs. And Mr. Mark J. Valerian, I think he opened 3 to 4 of the XY boosters. But not just that, a bunch of those sold too. Like today. Ivan Rodriguez bought one for $120. So we'll have to take another look at booster pack grading as part of our regular grading service. Make sure that we're maybe sending out regular booster packs to be graded. But, you know, the problem is I don't really know what to grade or how to select a pack for its gradability. So it's quite tricky. You know, like Like random loose vintage packs, do we really want to grade those? No, they're not going to grade 10. You want ones that are fresh out of a box. So it's tricky, isn't it? Yeah, acquiring cards worth grading. But we'll keep an eye on that. Pack grading is wild. It's cool, but it's a wild, wild west in the sense that nobody quite knows exactly how it all works. So it's an interesting area of card collecting. Nothing wrong with that. I really like it myself. I'm going to hop off now, guys. I had a great time. If you enjoyed the stream as well, be sure to smash the subscribe button and keep an eye on us. We'll be live again tonight. If you're subscribed, you'll get a notification for that. Smash the subscribe. I'll see you later.